Hey, happy Monday. Thanks for joining us this afternoon on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, where we do live noon forecasts every single day. So we appreciate you hopping on here. We're talking about several areas of storms today with some small hail expected here. So we'll show you exactly where to watch for that at. We are also looking to the East Coast for storms tomorrow, a very low chance for small hail once again out to the east. And hey, Beryl made landfall. We've been talking about this storm for quite some time now. It broke record after record after record, now making landfall as a tropical storm down in southern Texas. So of course, we'll talk about the impacts that is bringing to the U.S. as well, because there are several impacts that could cause some storms, potentially producing hail over the next few days. So let's get right into what we saw yesterday. I hope you had a good 4th of July weekend, and this was our big story yesterday. Hail out in Colorado, hail in Iowa, several tornadoes down in southern Texas, some wind in southern Oklahoma, all the way down to northern Texas. So a lot going on across the states over the last 24 hours. Take a look at what we saw in Colorado, where you can see this storm coming through just to the northeast of Denver, moving to the east of Denver here now through I-70, producing several rounds of hail. One of the biggest or largest hailstone that we saw reported here was golf ball sized hail, even a tornado reported from this storm, and some strong wind speeds as well. So a lot going on with these storms across Colorado. They were not the only ones. You saw those storms just explode over Omaha as well, just to the east side of the city here as well. The largest hailstone reported in this area was golf ball sized hail, some very strong wind across southern Oklahoma here as well. And I think we've got some computer issues. Is this popping up on your side as well? Yep, we're all good there? Okay, so we have some strong wind across southern Oklahoma all the way into northern Texas. Now, big conversation here, right? Tropical Storm Beryl was making landfall, producing a few tornadoes across southern Texas here. And I'm actually not seeing those pop up on the screen because we have this black box right on top of there. Is that popping up on Facebook as well? There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so into Houston, some of the outer bands of Beryl producing some of those tornadoes down in southern Texas. That'll move into Louisiana and then up through Arkansas as well, really producing some strong wind this morning. Okay, let's take a look at what to expect over the next few days here. You know, we've been talking about the rain this morning out in Michigan, down in southern Texas. We've got rain across the East Coast as well. This will be very spotty to scattered showers and storms, not expecting this to go severe along the East Coast for today. A tornado watch in effect right now, anywhere from eastern Texas to western Louisiana, and actually a tornado warning with this right along the state line here. Anywhere from eastern Texas to western Louisiana. We've got one tornado warning here, another tornado warning here from some of these outer bands that are just across Houston right now. Okay, let's go ahead and take you down to what to expect for today. Going through some of our graphics here. Temperatures right now, y'all, check this out. The rain today has really helped to cool us down. It is 78 in Houston right now. That is a big relief. It's probably very humid down there, but hey, 78, we'll take that over the triple digits. 83 here in Oklahoma City. It was a nice morning to get outside and enjoy this nicer, cooler weather. I went on a run this morning, just soaking up temperatures not in the 90s for once. Farther out to the west, we've got temperatures in the triple digits in Las Vegas, 60s out in Los Angeles, 70s and 80s for most of us for your lunchtime temperatures across the northern half of the U.S., except for the East Coast. We've got 80s and 90s out in the East Coast right now. Pretty toasty for some of us today. Cooler for others thanks to some of this cloud cover and some of this rain as well. Okay, taking a look At the future radar here, you can see storms popping up later on tonight in St. Louis, Memphis, getting some of those storms. This is some of the activity that is stretching out from Beryl here. This will continue to track to the north with that increasing rain chance anywhere from Cincinnati to Cleveland as we head into your Tuesday. Taking a look at that hail risk for today, we've got lots of instability from these storms out to the east and down into southern Texas. Not too much here to be too concerned about, anything outside of southern eastern Texas and into Louisiana. Some very, very small hail expected from this. It's just a little bit too warm to get any large hail from the remnants of Beryl eventually as it moves up to the north into Arkansas. Another area that we're watching for small hail today will be farther out to the west into New Mexico. And then another area down into southern Texas. The hail sizes here will be right around the size of a quarter, maybe a tiny bit bigger than that. And I do think it'll be pretty isolated anywhere from Santa Fe down to Fort Stockton. I think it'll be a pretty low chance to see hail just because of the isolated nature of these storms out to the west. Okay, taking a look at that hail instability, again, better chances if we do see any hail will be in northern New Mexico, southern Texas. You know, could we get hail off these storms that are coming out of Texas? Yeah, it's possible, but I think it'll be pretty isolated there. All right, taking a look at what to expect over the next few days here. There you go, max hail forecast for today, quarter sized. Okay, now let's take a look at tomorrow. You can see that the remnants from Beryl will be all the way through Memphis up to Cincinnati, even hitting Lake Michigan. And it looks like we may have some data issues here. It's not pulling in our future radar. It did just a few minutes ago. You know, I think our computers this morning are taking a slow time to wake up. It's a Monday, right? We all understand that. Maybe they need their extra cup of coffee. Okay, but I do have your hail forecast for you tomorrow, mainly out to western Kentucky, Paducah, Louisville, Columbus, a pretty low chance to see any hail from this as well. Some very isolated hailstones are possible. Farther out to the east, here's your East Coast storms that go anywhere through Hartford, Boston, and Concord. I think that we have better chances to see hail just off of the East Coast here, okay? So if you go a little bit farther inland than Boston, I think that we could have some better chances there. Max hail sizes for tomorrow, not very impressive. I think most will be quarter-sized, but we could get up to ping-pong ball-sized hail here. All right, one last look at the tropical tracker here. Probably the last time you'll see this graphic for Beryl. We'll have to wait until we have another storm to pull this out again. But, you know, the tropics are expected to be pretty active this year, and we've already seen Beryl hit several and break several records here. So I have no doubt that we will see an active tropic season. But here's what we're expecting for Beryl here. Tropical storm right now into Houston, tracking farther up to the north, anywhere from Louisiana all the way into Arkansas, into Missouri here, continuing to track farther up to the north and east. It's going around Oklahoma, so if we see any rain out in Oklahoma from this tropical storm, it will be in the far eastern side of the state. This will continue to track to the east, even making impacts on Michigan here, and then finally out of the U.S. and into Canada. What we're seeing from this will be a ton of moisture for areas that definitely need the moisture. We're talking about, you know, parts of Oklahoma here, parts of Arkansas, Louisiana. We're going to see a lot of moisture from this, which is great. Your chances for severe storms will be mainly limited to today. As we head into tomorrow, I think those severe storms will stay very isolated here. For the most part, these will be non-severe moisture-producing storms, so just a lot of rain from this. Of course, we have forecasts every single day, so we hope that you enjoyed the forecast today. Come back tomorrow. I'll once again be updating that hail forecast for you, showing what you should expect over the next few days. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll have our cup of coffee and, you know, our computers will be working as they should. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And if you'd like to get in contact with us with to talk about any of our plans, give us a call at 855-334-4245. You can scan the QR code there. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or head over to our website, hailtrace.com. Okay, have a fantastic Monday. We'll see you back here, same time, same place tomorrow.